Students, in this particular video session, we are going to learn few problems based on concept of electric field. As a part of that, we have few problems starting with the first one. A proton of mass m and charge E is released from rest in uniform electric field of strength capital E. The time taken by it to travel a distance d in the field is dash. Now, initially, proton is in rest position. That means u is equal to 0. Its initial velocity is equal to 0. And this is released in uniform electric field. Let me take electric field is in this particular direction. Now, when you are placing this proton of charge q in uniform electric field, then this charge will experience a force in the direction of electric field. Proton experience force in the direction of electric field E with magnitude F is equal to Q into E. You are now supposed to calculate time taken by it to travel some distance d. Now let distance traveled d is equal to ut plus half at square. Take this as equation number 1. I want to now find out this t value. From this you can write F is equal to QE. Let me take this as equation number 2. F is equal to ma, which is equal to QE, and acceleration a is equal to QE divided by m. Take this as equation number 3. Substituting this acceleration in equation 1, you can find out equation for t. As proton is starting from rest position, u can be 0. Therefore, d will be equal to half a t square. 2d divided by a is equal to t square. 2d divided by QE by m is equal to t square. So time taken t will be equal to under root 2dm divided by q into e. This is final expression for time taken by this proton to travel a distance d in that particular uniform electric field. Students, coming to the next problem. If an electric field between the plates of a cathode ray oscilloscope is 1.2 into 10 power 4 Newton per Coulomb, the electric field is given to you. The deflection that an electron will experience if it enters at right angles to the field with kinetic energy 2000 electron volt is dash. You are now supposed to calculate the deflection that an electron will experience. So how much is the deflection this electron is experiencing? You are supposed to calculate. Now, whenever a charged particle enter into external electric field, then as we have learned in the previous lectures, it will experience a force in downward direction. So as electric field is in this particular direction, if it is positive charge, it will be deflected in the direction of electric field. If it is negative charge, then it will be deflected in opposite direction to that of this electric field. So as it is being given electron over here, we will be taking these directions as upward. Here it is negative and here it is positive. Electric field is upward and charged particle is deflected in downward direction. As we know, distance traveled is equal to uy into t plus half into ay t square. This gives you y is equal to, however, along y direction it is 0. Velocity along y direction initially is 0. Half into acceleration along y axis, it is q e divided by m into t square. Take this as equation number 1. Along x axis, it is u, whose initial velocity is u. It enter with some particular velocity. As it is mentioned, its kinetic energy is non-zero. So x will be equal to u into t. From here I can write t is equal to x divided by u. Take this as equation number 2. Substituting this t over here, you can write deflection y is equal to half into q e divided by m into x square divided by u square. This is equal to q e into x square divided by 2 into mu square into 2 divided by 2. This is equal to q e divided by half mu square can be written as kinetic energy. It is 4k into x square. Therefore, y can be written as q is charged particle. It is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb into E is electric field given 1.2 into 10 power 4 divided by 4. Kinetic energy is 2000 into 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joule into x. Distance is 1.5 centimeter. It is 1.5 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. Now you should evaluate this total value so that you will be getting distance y for that particular particle. Evaluating this value, you will be getting answer as 0.34 millimeter. This is the distance traveled along y direction by this charged particle. Coming to the next problem, students, this is also based on same formula which we have learned in the previous problem. An electric field is being given. It is 1.5 into 10 power 4 Newton per coulomb, which exists between two parallel plates of length 2 centimeter. This length is given as 2 centimeter. An electron enters the region between the plates at right angles to the field. I'm sorry. It is mentioned that between the two parallel plates of length 2 centimeter. Length of each parallel plate is 2 centimeter. So that is, this is length of the parallel plate and its length is 2 centimeter. And of course, this is also same length 2 centimeter. And it is positive, it is negative, electric field is upward. Electron is entering perpendicular to this electric field. As a result, it experiences a deflection in opposite direction to that of the electric field. Now you are supposed to find out the deflection of the electron. Using the same relation which we have derived in the previous problem, we have deflection y is equal to E capital E divided by 4k into x square, where k is kinetic energy. Y is equal to E is charge of the electron 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Electric field is 1.5 into 10 power 4 divided by 4 into kinetic energy is 2000 into electron volt is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joule into x. X is distance, that is 2 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. Now you should evaluate this total mathematical part. Evaluating that, you will be getting answer. Y is equal to 0.75 millimeter will be the answer. If you calculate this total, you will be getting this 0.75 millimeter. Coming to the next problem, a particle of mass m and charge q is placed at rest in uniform electric field E and then released. So a charged particle is kept at rest. That means its initial velocity u is equal to 0. Mass of the particle is m and charge of the particle is q, and this is placed in uniform electric field capital E. it is released over in the electric field. The kinetic energy gained by the particle after moving a distance y. Say for example, electric field is in this direction and you are placing a charged particle over here. Say it has some charge q. This charged particle will be, as it is positive charge, it will be traveling in the same direction as that of the electric field. Let me consider that distance traveled in this direction is y because it is mentioned as y. Now in moving a distance of y, how much is the kinetic energy gained by the particle, right? So who is doing work here? Electric force does work on the particle. Using work energy theorem, work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. As we know, work done is equal to force into displacement. Displacement traveled here will be y. Change in kinetic energy is final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. Force experienced by this charged particle is q into E and displacement is y. This is equal to final kinetic energy half mv square minus initial kinetic energy is 0 because it is starting from rest position. Therefore, if this half mv square, if I take it as k, then y will be equal to k divided by q into E. This is the total distance traveled. But in the problem, you are asked to find out kinetic energy. Therefore, kinetic energy is equal to q e y. This is expression for kinetic energy of the charged particle. Coming to the next problem. A mass of 1 kg carrying a charge of 0.01 coulomb is at rest on an inclined plane of angle 30 degrees with horizontal when an electric field of 490 by root 3 Newton per coulomb applied parallel to the horizontal. Find the coefficient of friction. Now you have a charged particle which is placed in this region. You have a charged particle and this mass is given as 1 kg and the charge of this particle is 0.01 coulomb. It is starting in rest position. Electric field is parallel to the horizontal, just like how I have shown it in the diagram. Now you are supposed to calculate coefficient of friction. In order to find out coefficient of friction, you should use free body diagram for this. Now there are different forces acting on the charged particle. I'll first identify those forces. There is a gravitational force which is acting in downward direction. It is mg. And because of the electric force, there is a force acting on this charged particle in the direction of electric field, that is q into capital E. These are the two forces acting on the charged particle. But these two are in different direction, but the particle will be moving in another direction. So I need to resolve these forces into components. So there is also, of course, friction depending on the inclined plane. So let me take x and y axis as, let me choose this as x axis and this as y axis. And this angle will be 30 degrees. And QE can be resolved into components. Now, if I resolve that QE into component, you can write that as upward force, it is QE cos theta, and downward component will be QE into sin theta. Similarly, mg can also be resolved into components, taking this angle as 30 degrees. Obviously, this should be 30. Now, mg can be resolved into component. Downward force, it is mg into cos 30, and horizontal component is mg sine 30. Now you can compare QE cos theta and as well as mg sine theta. Of course, this theta will also be equal to 30 degrees and this also will be equal to 30 degrees. So mg sine theta and QE cos theta. Now taking those forces, force downward will be equal to m is 1 kg into acceleration due to gravity is 10, sine 30 is 1 by 2. This is equal to 5 Newton. And F upward is equal to Q E into cos 30. This is equal to 0.01 into 490 divided by root 3 into cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. This root 3 and root 3 gets cancelled. This will be equal to 2 into 2's 4, 2 4's 8, remainder is 1, 2 5's 10. This is 245 into 1 into 10 power minus 2. This is equal to 2.45 Newton. Clearly, upward force is less than downward force. Therefore, the charged particle tend to move in downward direction. As mg sine theta is greater than QE cos theta, particle fall downward. Friction opposes it. Friction opposes its motion. And friction will be in opposite direction of this particle. So overall, if you take free body diagram for this charged particle, now I can draw upward force. It is 2.45 Newton and there is a friction. Downward force, it will be 5 Newton. Overall net force will be in this direction. This is net force. Now using equation, F net is equal to, F net will be equal to 5 minus 2.4 plus frictional force is mu into normal reaction. F net is equal to ma, and here F net, if this charged particle, suppose if I am considering that it is in rest position, if it is in static friction, then this will be equal to 0. So that gives you 5 is equal to 2.4 plus mu into normal reaction. It is, there are two components acting here. That will be mg cos 30 plus QE sin 30. 5 minus 2.4, this will be 2.6 is equal to mu into mg cos 30. Mg is 1 into 10, cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus Q is 0.01 into E 490 divided by root 3 into sin 30 is 1 by 2. Now this total term comes to the other side, so that you will be writing it as mu is equal to 2.6 divided by this particular term. Substituting that and evaluating the total, you can substitute this denominator here and evaluating that, you will be getting answer mu as root 3 divided by 7. As coefficient of friction mu does not have unit, it is only root 3 by 7 value. Coming to the next problem, students, in this particular problem, there is an electron whose mass is given, is projected with an initial velocity u as shown in this figure, and these are two parallel plates which are separated by a distance of 2 centimeter. Now the maximum value of velocity of the particle not to hit the upper plate, this u value you are supposed to calculate. As we know, whenever a charged particle is moving in the inclined, like if it is projected with some particular angle, it takes path of the parabola. It takes path of the parabola. Now you should give some maximum velocity to this particle such that it should not hit the upper plate. Now, as we know, using kinematic equations, the maximum height reached by the particle should be equal to u square sine square theta by 2g, where g should be replaced with effective acceleration. It is g plus qe by m, because on this charged particle there will be downward acceleration due to gravity, and as this is electron, it will experience a force in downward direction, and that is qe, and its acceleration is qe by m. So therefore g net will be equal to, both are in same direction, so it is g plus qe divided by m. In this particular, h is equal to u square sine square theta by 2 g effective. G net I am substituting here. Now maximum height of this particular plate is given as 2 centimeter. It is 2 into 10 power minus 2 is equal to u square sine square 45. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2 whole square divided by 2 into g is given, g value it is known, it will be 10, plus q is charge of an electron, 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, into electric field is given as 10 power 3 divided by mass of the charged particle, it is 1.6. Mass of this electron is given as 1.6 into 10 power minus 30. Don't get confused here. Mass of the electron, it is mentioned in the problem. It's not 9.1 into 10 power minus 30. It is 1.6 given. So 1.6 into 10 power minus 30. Charge of the electron, however, will be constant. It is 1.6 into 10 power minus 90. Now you should evaluate this total. Evaluating this, it is 2 into 10 power minus 2 is equal to u square divided by 2 by 2 into 10, this is 20, plus this 1.6 and 1.6 gets cancelled. 10 power minus 19, 10 power minus 19 gets cancelled. Remained is 10 power minus 11 in the denominator, and it is 2 into 10 power minus 11, and 3 goes here. It will be 10 power 8. This is 10 power 8 because in the denominator it will be minus 8, goes to numerator, it will be 10 power 8. Now evaluating this, you can find out the value of u square as u is equal to under root 20 plus 2 into 10 power 8 into 2 into 10 power minus 2 into 2. Now finding this total value, you will be getting velocity with which this particle to be projected. If you evaluate that, velocity will be obtained as 2 into 10 power 6 meter per second. With this velocity, if you are projecting the particle, then this particle will not hit the upper plate.